Lots of Nepali companies are, competing in same composition, same molecule with unhealthy market competition.
Today, if you see, respiratory segment is dominated mainly by Cipla.
Yes.
So Nepali companies have to come into respiratory segments.
What makes the Arya Pharmaceutical different from other pharmaceutical in?
Any company who focuses on people is going to grow. That is Arya's strength.
How do you define that this kind of marketing strategy is good?
Out of 10 companies, which are top 10 companies, 7 are Nepali companies. And DDA in Nepal, I will say, is even stricter than in India.
How does Arya Pharmaceutical ensure the medicine quality and maintain patient trust?
Human is only checking at the end of the day. Process is completed, but process is automated, and that is how we are maintaining the quality.
What are the policy reforms ideas in Nepal to making the Nepali pharma industry like India, Bangladesh?
The government has to create the special economic zones for pharmaceutical industry.
How the price MRP should be quoted?
It is across the world. Dynamic pricing is there. Why not in Nepal?
Many of critics are demanding the prescription in generic.
Government policy should be made only when they allow generic to be sold. Otherwise, they are leaving it at the wisdom of the retailer or pharmacist.
नमस्कार, द फर्मा टकको सिजन 2 को यो नयाँ अङ्कमा यहाँहरूलाई स्वागत छ। हामी यो फर्मा टकको विभिन्न अङ्कमा विभिन्न फार्मास्युटिकल क्षेत्रका व्यक्तित्वहरूसँग संवाद गर्ने गर्छौँ। यसको बजार, यसको उत्पादन, यसको गुणस्तर, यसका नीति नियम लगायत विविध पक्षमा कुराकानी गर्ने क्रममा आज हामी एकजना यस्तो व्यक्तित्वसँग कुरा गर्न गइरहेका छौँ जो नेपाली फार्मा इन्डस्ट्रीसँग लामो समयदेखि जोडिनु भएको छ र हालै मात्रै उहाँ नेपालको एउटा प्रतिष्ठित फार्मा कम्पनीको नेतृत्व तहमा रहेर काम गरिरहनु भएको छ। आज हामीसँग हुनुहुन्छ आर्या फार्मास्युटिकलका आर्या हेड राहुल शङ्कर। राहुल सर, वेलकम टु आवर शो।
Thank you. Thanks.
I would like to start a discussion with the Arya industry, Arya Pharmaceuticals history and how it's going nowadays. Can you please briefly introduce the Arya Pharmaceuticals journey over the past 32 years?
First of all, thanks for calling me for this season 2 episode. And as you said about Arya Pharma, any project starts with a dream. If you see Nepal market 35 years back, 40 years back, it was dominated by Indian and multinational companies. Mm-hmm. And at that time, our chairman, Mr. Ratan Shangai, thought, why not to have a Nepali company who can provide not only quality but also affordable medicines to the Nepali citizens. And from there, the dream started. And in 1994, we have kept the name of Arya Pharma. So that was the dream which has started in 1994 and continuing for last 32 years. Mm-hmm. Today, we are one of the largest pharmaceutical company of Nepal. That shows that the trust of many Nepali citizens is now there on Arya Pharma because, as I said, of two reasons. One is quality, of course, and other is affordability. That is the journey. Now, every journey comes with a lot of challenges also. So it is not that Arya Pharma has not faced those challenges. But at every time, whenever there was a challenge, Arya Pharma has actually come up facing that challenge, overcoming that challenge, and getting better after that challenge. And that is why...
Challenges means?
Challenges means whenever you start something, there are a lot of regulations. There are public perspective, whether it is good or bad. There is competition. Lot of things are there. There are government regulations. And every time you have to face it, not only face it, you have to find the solutions And once you find the solution, you have to go further to the next step. That is why how Arya Pharma is regularly going up, up, and up.
And how you assess the current state of Nepali pharmaceutical industries? How the Nepali pharma are functioning now, and what is your insight on this?
As I said, 30, 40 years back, Nepal industry was dominated by Indian companies and multinational companies. When I used to come from Sanofi around 15 years back, again, it was a dominated market by such companies. But if you see the latest IQVIA data, out of 10 companies, which are top 10 companies, 7 are Nepali companies,
Including Arya.
including Arya. So that is the paradigm shift that has happened in Nepali pharma industry in the last 30 years. And that is a good journey, I will say. Because if out of 10 companies, 2 companies are India's top companies, like Cipla and Sun Pharma. But 7 companies have become the giants of Nepal industry. That shows that one, government policies were in the right direction so that Nepali companies can progress. The other thing is that Nepali people have also trusted that yes, if it is made in Nepal, it has the same quality which even Indian or multinational companies are giving. And that is why I said out of 10 companies, 7 are Nepali companies, and with a good growth also. Competing with the growth of Indian companies like Sun and Cipla. So that way Nepali companies market has grown very well. Today the market is 7,000 crore, which was around 2,500 crore 15 years back. So again, a good growth of more than 10 to 15% CAGR in a year is a good growth. And that way market will be progressing to more than 10,000 crore in next 5 years.
What are the indicators of your forecast in next 5 to 10 years? How the Nepali pharma industry will grow?
As I said, if 10 to 15% is the CAGR growth every year, if you even take the data of 10%, 7,000 crore will become 7,700 crore in 1 year. 7,700 crore will become more than 8,500 crore in 2 years. So in 5 years' time, it will cross 10,000 crore, which is a very good mark for Nepali industry. Today, there are very limited companies in Nepal. Around maybe 190 companies are there in Nepal. If you see Indian market, it is more than 2 lakh crores and lot of companies are there. But again, we cannot compare the two markets because there is a lot of population difference. Nepal is only having a 3 crore population. So naturally, these number of companies are quite sufficient to cater the needs of people. Only thing is, we have to come into newer segments also. Like many companies are not today in oncology. So Nepali companies need to come into those segments. Today, if you see respiratory segment is dominated mainly by Cipla.
Yes.
So Nepali companies have to come into respiratory segments. So there are a lot of segments also. If Nepali companies are going to come into that, maybe the market will cross 15,000 crore in 5 years, maybe.
But lots of Nepali companies are, competing in same composition, same molecule with unhealthy market competition.
Yeah.
And how we can grow with
that is why I said newer segments are very much important. We are fighting into the same segments as you said, but nobody is thinking of newer segments. I think neuropsychiatry is a big segment. If you see IQVIA, neuro segment is growing by more than 30%. So that means there is some issues in the people, and yes, it is across the world that younger people are now facing more of challenges in the neurological segments. Psychiatric problems are increasing. We have to look into those segments. We have to look into respiratory segments. We have to look into chronic segments, injectables and other things. So a lot of such things. And again, if you see nutraceutical market also has a very good scope. So government has to look into that part also, because today Nepali government has separated Nutra and this, but Nutra also plays a very important.
But now
role.
government has decided to combine the food and drug. in
Yeah,
one.
yeah, that is very important. That is very important. So unless until newer segments will be opened, unless until companies will not think of going into newer segments, growth will be restricted. So tomorrow we can grow by 15%, 18% CAGR also if Nepali companies are going to go into all these segments.
Let's focus on Arya. We will come again on
Yes,
these
yes.
questions. What makes the Arya Pharmaceutical different from other pharmaceutical in current days?
Yeah. I have joined Arya 1 year back.
Yeah.
And one thing about Arya's strength is people. Any company who focuses on people is going to grow. That is Arya's strength. Today, every employee thinks that he is the owner of Arya Pharma. And that ownership only is the reason of growth of Arya. I came to know even when the COVID was there, Arya has given salaries to all the people, even during the COVID times. So that is, they said nobody should leave because of COVID. So that is why people are still bonded. They think, yes.
People's mean your human resource or common
Human
people?
resource, company, people means every employee, whether he is a medical representative or a general manager, he is a office admin or something like, but he feels Arya Pharma is my company. And when the ownership of employees is there, when there is a bonding, when there is teamwork, then only companies grows. Otherwise, companies don't grow. So Arya's biggest strength is teamwork, people orientation, ownership, and that is why Arya is growing year after year.
Some of the people of Nepali pharma industry, sometimes they criticize about the marketing strategy of Arya Pharmaceutical. Some of regulatory body also eventually they raise the questions regarding the Arya Pharmaceutical marketing strategy, chemist-based marketing strategy. How do you think that Arya Pharmaceuticals or some of the people of pharmaceutical industries raising some questions to Arya Pharmaceuticals and its marketing strategy?
I will say when somebody grows, many times people want to put some ink on them. Marketing strategy is a different thing. It depends on companies to companies. In India also there is something called OTC marketing. So companies who are doing OTC marketing, are they bad? So OTC marketing is not bad. It is a strategy that I will be marketing OTC. So that is why I said Nepal market, when I see it is just like 30 years back was Indian market. So OTC is a different segment altogether. Today in India, if you see, there is 2, 3, 4 markets. One is total OTC market. Other is a prescription market. So Arya thought of initially starting an OTC market. There's nothing bad in that. People say, but OTC marketing does not mean that your products are of bad quality. If I say your degree is fake, who am I to say this? Will you believe?
It means Arya Pharmaceutical is strongly, practicing the good manufacturing practice.
We have WHO GMP. I was coming on this. So as I said, if I will say your degree is fake, will you believe on me? Because who is authority to say that your degree is fake? From where you have done education. So for Arya Pharma, supposing XYZ person says some days back, a video came on a TV that this medicine is not good. Who is that person? That person is no authority. The authority is DDA. And when DDA gives approval for any brand, nobody should question it. And DDA in Nepal, I will say, is even stricter than in India. Yeah, what I have seen in the last 1 year. So if DDA gives a permission for a product, nobody can say that this product is of inferior quality. Arya Pharma provides the best of raw material. It takes the best of raw material. As I said, from companies like Fresenius Kabi, from companies like Divi's. They are renowned as one of the best in raw materials.
Testing the raw materials before,
Then we do the raw material testing. Then
Is it mandatory?
It is mandatory. It is mandatory. And in GMP, you have to document everything. So we have made a booklet. We are giving it to all the doctors also, where we are providing the quality of the finished product. This booklet contains quality of our top 50 brands. Finished product. In earlier booklet, which we have distributed, we have also put the quality of raw materials. But then booklet was becoming too heavy for carrying for the doctors, because there were two certificates. One was raw material and one was for finished product. So we thought of putting only the finished product. Now, this booklet we have given in the last 1 year to almost more than, I think, 3,000, 4,000 doctors. Because of this very propaganda by something people that Arya Pharma's quality is not good. Now, I challenge the entire industry today through your channel. Our amoxicillin, Supramox CV. Do you know what is the disintegration time of my tablet, Supramox CV?
You tell, please.
It is, you can see here, 5 minutes and 15 seconds, 2 seconds. While the pharmacopoeia says it should be around 30 minutes. That means my Supramox CV starts disintegrating in 5 minutes time. Once it starts disintegrating, it will go to blood. That means it will start working in 5 minutes time. Before you finish this coffee, my product actually is reaching your blood. That is the quality we are giving. And I can challenge, nobody has given these type of reports till date in Nepal industry to the doctors.
Some of the marketing strategy we earlier I mentioned, marketing strategy of giving bonus, giving deal bonus, giving free goods, or somehow provoking the chemist. This attitude by Arya Pharmaceutical is quite controversial. That's why they are raising the question. Not only in the maybe in your quality. How do you define that this kind of marketing strategy is good for long-term market?
I will say it like this. I am today earning 100 rupees. I am giving to the people 20 rupees and keeping 80 rupees with me. Tomorrow I have started earning 100 rupees again, but I decided I will today only keep 20 rupees in my pocket, because that is my basic need, and 80 rupees I will give to people because they need it. So when I am giving bonus, I am working on a low profitability. Why I am giving bonus? So that every individual should get the affordable medicine. So what is the harm if I am taking less profitability? We should ask questions from those companies who are taking 80% profitabilities. Why you are taking 80% profitability? If Arya can work in 20% profitability, why not you? So actually the question should be asked from those companies, not from Arya. We are sharing our profits. What is the harm in sharing our profits? I don't want much profits. Do you know how mankind was started in India? The same way. The same way mankind started in 1995 in India. By one area manager of Lupin, Mr. Juneja. And because he was first a rep and then an area manager in Lupin, he was knowing what is the actual need of the people. The need of the people is affordable medicine. So he started the same way. Today, mankind is number one almost in top 5 companies in India. So is mankind's strategy was wrong? Is providing quality along with affordability is wrong? So the question should be asked to those people who are only taking money in their pocket. Why you are not sharing it with the people of the country? Country needs. Nepal is not a rich country. Country needs affordable medicine. Why can't you provide? So we are only sharing our profits.
Nowadays, your company has shifted in doctor-based marketing also. After your trainer.
Yes. So, as you said, it was as we started as a OTC company, just like mankind, I said, in India. At the same time, medicines are sold in 2 ways, everywhere in the world. One is OTC, another is prescription based. So we were present in OTC marketing and we have done well. We have provided quality medications at affordable price also. Then we thought of why not to explore the other segment also, because there are a lot of doctors who also prescribe quality medicines, who need quality medicines. And doctors today they are not knowing that yes, Arya also provides quality medicines. Because competition has said, Arya does not have quality because they give bonus. This is the fact. When I came here, doctor said, Arey, you give bonus. That is why quality, you are not giving good quality. I said, okay, sir, I challenge you. So I will tell you one of my example. I went to a leading dentist where my chairman, Quest chairman, the doctor only told Quest chairman also comes to me. Curex chairman also comes to me. This chairman also comes to me. I said, okay, sir, you do my RCT first. So he said, you go and have Clavum. So I said, no, sir, I will have Supramox. No, Nepali, don't take your Supramox, you don't take Curex, don't take Quest, nobody is. You only take Clavum and come. I said, sir, now it is a challenge to me. I will come tomorrow, 4 p.m. He has given me appointment. Only after taking Supramox CV. So around 3 o'clock I have shown him. I went to home. It was paining like anything. Swelling was there. So I took one Supramox CV at around 4 p.m. After food, before sleeping, 11 o'clock I have taken the second dose. And before going to office at 9 a.m., I have taken the third dose. 4 p.m. I went to him. He said, oh, entire swelling is gone. What you have taken? I said, sir, Supramox CV.
Of Arya Pharmaceutical.
Of Arya Pharmaceutical only. I showed you the result. So that is the quality of my brands. So if somebody says, so that is why I said, doctors were not believing that this is the quality. So we have published this booklet. These are the quality reports. We have to submit these quality reports to DDA first. Then only we get an approval. So you see the quality reports. So that is how doctors have started believing on, yes, Arya has the right quality. So every time if one has to, I always believe, if you have to make your line big, don't rub the other line, put a bigger line. We are trying to put a bigger line now in the doctor segment. Because
How they are responding to Arya Pharmaceutical nowadays?
as I said, the response is totally changed from last 1 year. Now the doctors are approaching us for all the things, and they are now prescribing also. In doctors' chambers, I think we have grown, maybe I cannot put maybe 1,000% or 2,000%, because earlier it was a very small scale sales, that too from some MOs and other doctors. But now all big doctors are prescribing Arya's brand. So that is the paradigm shift taken in this market.
It means Arya Pharmaceutical adopting the new strategy.
I will say
parallelly.
it is not about adapting new strategy. Arya Pharmaceutical has
Current other
has
pharmaceuticals are doing like
also opened the other channel, because as I said, there are two channels. One is OTC channel, one is doctor channel, prescription channel. We were in OTC channel. Now we have opened the prescription channel, and we have got a very good faith from doctors that yes, our products work actually. Because somebody will say today, yesterday, that their product is not working. Because we were not going to doctor was believing this. When I am going to the doctor and giving him samples, giving him all the reports, everything, then he says, yeah, no, okay, that was propaganda. And we are, as I said, we are the only company in Nepal who is giving these reports to the doctors. No company in Nepal has given in the last 30 years.
You are giving such challenge.
Yeah, I'm giving this challenge.
Let's end one question before jumping in other question.
Yeah.
I would like to ask one question you that your company's product Pentafast is a leading product of Nepal. If I'm not wrong,
Yeah.
Data by IQVIA
Yeah.
clearly shows that Pentafast is a leading product. Approximately, its sales is more than 60 crores.
Yes.
How your company makes this product such popular and star product?
Yeah. As you said, Pentafast DSR today is #1 brand of Nepal. And again, as I said, it was basically into OTC segment. So, and company, when this product was launched, I was not with the company.
It should be prescribed also, not a...
Yeah, it should be prescribed also, and it is being prescribed now. So, as I said, we were into OTC segment, and into that segment, Pantoprazole or such products are very... Most of the
I think Pentap was the leading product before Pentafast.
Pentop was the leading product. So, the company thought of moving into, as I said, OTC segment. And supposing you are having gastric problem, 90% of such people don't go to a doctor. They just go to a retailer and say,
give me some
Pantoprazole or something like that. And when they say give something like that, the retailer gives something which he feels is good, whether it is omeprazole, whether it is pantoprazole. So we have company has worked on retailers by doing some paramedical programs. Why you should give pantoprazole over other omeprazole or such brands. So after doing these PMP programs, where company has invested a lot and have called at one place to the retailers, they have explained why you should give pantoprazole over other brands, and that is why it became successful. Still, we are doing such programs to the paramedical staff for explaining how a particular product works in a given situation, so that when a patient comes to them directly, they can give some brand. So that is why how Pentafast DSR became #1 brand of Nepal.
Okay, we'll come on these questions again, but I would like to ask you one question. Main challenges of Nepali companies and Nepali product are imported medicine nowadays. Imported medicine has been covering, I think, more than 50-60% of Nepali market. How do you feel how to compete with the imported medicine, and what are the dynamics of competition between domestic and imported medicine nowadays?
I think first of all, I think major challenge is that raw material has to come from outside, whether it has to come from China or India or. So I think the government should focus on first of all bringing raw material industry to Nepal. That is very important, because whatever you do, raw material, the dependence will be on some other country. So raw material procurement is very important. So industry needs to be developed here.
Why industrialists are not opening raw materials industry in Nepal?
Government has to make some special economic zones for such. They have to give some discounts on initially for 5-10 years. All these things have to be done. Once that will be done, raw material industry is there, then I think the industry growth will be higher. The second thing, as I said, government policies like SEZs have to be made. Some discounts for the first 5-10 years to be made, because companies have to do heavy investment, totally picking a plant and everything. So all these things needs to be done from government side. Once these two things will be done, I think Nepali industry can grow very well, more than 15% CAGR.
How the imported medicine are dominating Nepali pharma market?
Again, I will say it is also the mindset. That
Mindset of people?
mindset of people.
Professional?
People. I will tell you, there was a news in Aaj Tak 15 days back, and it happens every 3 months, that more than 100 medicines failed when CDSCO has taken trials.
Yeah.
Do you know what were the medicines? One of the biggest brands which is used in Nepal also, Clavam. And that Anjana has showed Clavam also like this, Augmentin like this. But Nepali people think still, just like I said, the doctor said to me, take Clavam only. So it's still that this is in doctor's mind that Clavam is the best, although it has failed CDSCO trials.
International or multinational is always good.
Always good.
Type of thinking.
So I think first of all the people should believe that if Nepali companies are giving quality medicines, they are at par. At par. We should take first. The doctors also should believe that yes, only Nepal. No, we will prescribe only Nepali medicines. If something is not available in Nepali company, then only I will prescribe. If all doctors decide this, I think industry will grow like anything. So I think the government also has to do a role in this, that yes, first, if Nepali product is available, prescribe Nepali product. All medical associations have to take this call, that first Nepali product, and then if Indian product, if Nepali is not available, then naturally you have to go with some other.
We'll come on government rule and regulation also. First of all, we focused on Arya Pharmaceutical, and how does Arya Pharmaceutical ensure the medicine quality and maintain patient trust? This is the big question for today.
Today, if you see, we have a plant at 66,000 square feet. Fully automated plant. There is no human intervention. We have a reel on, if you want to show at some time on your channel, you can show. It is a fully automated plant, whether it is tablet, whether it is capsules, whether it is syrups. So no human interventions. We followed strictly the GMP practices. And that is how we are maintaining the quality. So human is only checking at the end of the day. Process is completed. But process is automated. And that is how we are maintaining the quality. We have a research lab of, a big research lab. As I said, 66,000 square feet is our factories. We have different setup for penicillin, non-penicillin, capsules, tablets, syrups, tubes, and for veterinary also a different setup. So that way, when everything is automated, it is as per the process. You have to fix the process, everything is going well. And that is why I said we are giving the best quality today available in Nepal market.
What changes are needed in our act, which is drafting times and times for amending the our Drugs Act 2035, and nowadays newly formed government as trying to reform the Medicine Act of 2035. What are your suggestion to government or regulatory body? What are the amendment? What should be amended in the act? Point wise, do you have any idea?
First of all, as I said, there has to be certain products which are needed together for better compliance. The government should look into, or the regulatory body should into, if they are required, they should be given permission. Second thing, as I said, things need to be made faster. Supposing today I have submitted something and it takes around 1 year to get the final approval. It is too lengthy a process. So if these two things can be done, I think a lot of things will change.
People are saying that post-market surveillance or post-market sample testing are not practicing in Nepal nowadays. Is it necessary, and how it could be done?
It is not necessary, but I think we should start this post-marketing surveillance or random clinical trials or something like that. If it is started, definitely it will give boost to the market. And because it is not done in Nepal market till now, once it will be done, people will believe more on Nepali medicines.
Yes.
That will create a trust that yes, this trial is done in Nepali population only.
How do you think the NML roles in pharma testing, drug testing in today's scenario? Nepal Medicine Laboratories, is this organization doing work properly or not?
Because directly I have not interacted with them, so I can't comment on that.
Okay, then what policy? You mentioned some points that regulatory body should adopt or should start. Policy reforms means government political thinking or political thought process should be changed for highly growth. What are the policy reforms ideas in Nepal to making the Nepali pharma industry like India, Bangladesh? Bangladesh and Nepal are they got freedom in same date in 1990, I think. The political reform was in same time, but Bangladesh reformed their pharmaceutical industry. They are skyrocketing, but Nepal is doing like this.
Yeah, that is, as I said, first of all, government has to create the special economic zones for pharmaceutical industry. Like in India, if you see, Baddi is a place in Himachal which is called a special economic zone for pharmaceutical companies. So when you give some discounts to the industrialists that okay, for 5 years you will not face these taxes, people invest. At the end of the long term, you have to take the taxes. But for 5 years, 10 years, when you give those special economic zones, and especially for raw materials, that is very important. The second thing is, I think, again, you have to look into pharmacopoeias, what combinations or brands can be brought to Nepali industries. Third thing, government should promote more on chronic medication, diabetes, asthma. So chronic medication should be produced more in Nepal only. So that, because today chronic patients are increasing, as I said, psychiatry patients are increasing. So government should focus on all. Next thing, as I said, to promote, I think government should take a decision that first the doctor, if the Nepali brand is available, doctors should prescribe a Nepali brand. And if it is not available, then they should prescribe some Indian or multinational brands. If all these things can be taken care of, I think industry will grow.
Two major questions or two major issues are raising nowadays. One is the price of medicine. I think 117 medicines price are controlled by government in Nepal, and many industrialists are, they are asking to government to, adopting this kind of pricing authority in India, which is practicing the auto pricing or dynamic pricing. But government has not decided yet. How do you think how the prices of medicine should we give to the pharma industry, or how the price MRP should be quoted, how the process and how the India is practicing in this? Please, your insight.
As you said, I also think more, except essential medicines, like in India, there is price control on essential medicines. The rest of the products should have a dynamic pricing. Because when you have a dynamic pricing, the company can focus more on investing more. If it earns more, it can invest more. But when you restrict the profitability, what will happen? Company will not spend into newer things. Like supposing a company is today antibiotics. It will not go to respiratory because a lot of investment is there. So for non-essential products, it can be like a vitamin tablet. It can be a dynamic pricing. But for a supposing life-saving injectable, it should be restricted pricing. So any industry needs both. Because from one place you will only earn 10 to 15%. From other place you will earn 50 to 60%, so that you can reinvest that. So both are very important. And one of the major reasons of Indian market growing after 1992 was this only. Before 1992, if you see, Indian market was also like everything is price controlled. So people were not investing. But after 1992, when the markets were opened, dynamic pricing came into, and now industry is going like anything.
Nepal also can copy the pricing mechanism of India?
Yeah, definitely. Why not? And it is across, it is not about India, it is across the world. If you go to US, one of my friends wrote a few days back, the inhalers for her wife, which he was taken in India for around 2,300 rupees, costed around 23,000 in US. So it is across the world. Dynamic pricing is there. Why not in Nepal?
Okay, and another question. Many of critics are demanding the prescription in generic. Some of the Nepal law also mentioned that doctors should prescribe on a generic, not in brand. But many pharmaceutical professionals are demanding we are not much capable in many dynamics of Nepali market to prescribe in only generic. We should believe in brand, process, legacy, many things. How do you think generic prescription is more needed in nowadays, or brand prescription is going good?
when you write a generic prescription, you actually leave what the retailer is going to give, which brand the retailer is giving, because there is nothing called generic available in Nepal. In India, generic is also available. And government hospitals are supplied only with generics. So they don't have any brand. They will have like fluconazole. So in government hospitals, doctor writes fluconazole and he gets fluconazole only from his internal pharmacy. Now there is nothing called generic available. Now when you are writing a fluconazole, you are leaving actually on the retailer which brand he should give. So till the time, if the government does not permit, till the time government permits generic medicine in Nepal, I think the brand name only should be prescribed. If the tomorrow government allows a policy like India that you have to manufacture generic and government hospitals will only have generics, then it is a different ball game. Then it will be a different market. Today, in last 15 years, from 2,000 crore to 40,000 crore Indian generic market was also grown. So it all government policy should be made only when they allow generic to be sold. Otherwise, they are leaving it at the wisdom of the retailer or pharmacist which medicine he will give. So I think doctor should prescribe the brand name, because doctor, the brand which he is associated, he actually feels that brand. He has given it to hundreds of patients. When he has given it to hundreds of patients, he knows how this brand actually works. When he knows how this brand actually works, the confidence develops, the trust develops. And again, one day you say, you forget that trust. It can never happen. So, if the government wants only generic names, they have to change the policy and they should allow generic medicine manufacturing. And
Government should assure the quality of all companies also for that process.
I think quality is already assured by, like GMP is there, DDA guidelines are there. Quality is assured. I don't say that no company gives below quality medicine. No company gives. Even if today Alchem Flavum has failed, that does not mean Alchem gives below, low quality. That only means one batch has failed. One batch can fail for any company. It can fail for Arya, it can fail for Quest, it can fail for any company. That does not mean that entire company's quality is bad. That there can be various factors. In Nepal, one of the factors is most of the retail shops don't have AC.
Yes.
Many products have to be kept on less than 25 degrees centigrade. And supposing for 1 year in the shelf of a stockist or the retailer, it is kept, naturally the quality is going to be different. So quality is there. I will say that every company is having that quality.
DDA also, recently DDA offices has been warning the pharmacy shop to maintain their cold chain also.
Yes.
What are the issues you have seen in the distribution channel of medicine in Nepal, like these issues?
So one of the issues is that one thing is cold chain, that you have to keep the vaccine in a cold chain. Again, whether you are setting the right temperature or not, all these things are there. The other thing is general medicines, like something is to be kept at below 25 degrees centigrade. Now, leave Kathmandu, go to a place like Birganj, Janakpur, where the temperature is almost 40 degree. And the retailer and the stockist both are not having AC in their go down. What will happen to those medicines? Be it from any company. So, it is very important to keep the temperature control also. So, one thing is maintaining cold chains and vaccines, and another thing. Other is normal temperature has to be maintained below 25 degrees so that these products should not degrade. So, this is one of the biggest challenge today in Nepal market. Go to a rural place. I have gone to a lot of rural places also to see how the things happen. So all these are challenges of this market, supply chain market. So I think a lot needs to be done. Not only education, like if my DDA has to fine also maybe to the retailers if they are not maintaining that temperature in their shops. But again, he will say my profitability is less. You are giving me only 20% or 30% of whatever it is. So maybe what you said, dynamic pricing is very much important so that he can put, if he earns more, he can put a AC also. So all these things are related.
There is a good pharmacy practice regulation also, but most of the pharmacy are not utilizing or not doing
Yes. As I said, putting a AC in a godown of 5,000 square feet, one AC will not work. Either 4 or 5 ACs will be there. So when he will put, a stockist will put, he will be losing around 5 lakhs in a month for electricity bill. How he will manage it? So that is why I think all these are, everything is interlinked. So if you will, if through some points he can increase in his profitability, he will be putting this also. So that is why I said, I have seen that things in India also. 30 years back, many retailers were not having AC. But today, 99% retailers are having AC, even in smaller places. So that transformation needs to be there, and DDA and regulatory bodies need to work on that. How they can do this? How they can improve the profitability? Because at the end of the day, he is also doing a business. So we have to think of him also. So lot of things needs to be done, as I said.
We are here to end the program, and I have 1-2 questions, another rest of the question. First of all, please flourish that how the Arya's visions are implementing nowadays, and what are the your coming in 5-10 years, how the Arya Pharmaceutical has creating its vision to making a good and prosperous company and good and prosperous health ecosystem of pharma industry.
So today, as I said, we are number of fifth company per IQVIA. Our vision is to reach to number 1 spot.
Top 5 company: first Quest, second ANPL, third National Healthcare, fourth DGPL, fifth Arya.
Yes.
Am I right?
Yes.
Okay.
So if you see month-wise ranking, sometimes DGPL goes up, sometimes Nepal Pharma goes down, but overall, last 1 year, MAT is like this only. So we have to climb to number 1 spot in next 1 year. That is our first vision. To climb to that, what is we are going to have? We are going to enter into new market therapies. So we are going to enter cardios. We are going to enter into diabetic segment. We are going to enter into neurology segment. So these 3 segments we are going to enter very soon. Then we will be going into respiratory, as I said. We will be going into injectables also. So in next 2 to 3 years, we will be into every particular segment, maybe oncology also. So we will be into every particular segment which is required by Nepal market. That is our vision. How, as I said, how we are going to do it? We are going to enter into all these markets. We are continuing to provide quality medication. We are now associated with almost every medical association. So we will be continuing with lot of scientific programs. We will be supporting the associations into scientific programs. We will doing lot of new things also which have not been done into pharmaceutical industry till now. As I said, maybe you said that maybe some RCTs, maybe some post-marketing surveillance, maybe. So a lot of new things we will do very soon. So with all these things, I think we will be climbing to number one position. That is our vision.
Okay, one casual questions to you. I think you are Indian national in Nepal, working since 1 year as full time. How do you see the Nepalese people are how cooperating and how they are? Is it comfortable to work with Nepalese people in pharma industry? What is your experience? This is quite casual questions, but
Yeah. In fact, if you ask my experience, the experience has been very good. I believe on one thing, that if you are people oriented, everybody will work with you and you will not face any challenges. So when I came to Nepal, this was also in my mind, that whether people will support me, whether I will be able to do what was. But people have supported me like anything. Whatever I have taken decisions, people have supported that. Why? Because I have not done anything that giving some instructions, you have to do this. I've involved them into the job, that this is my vision. How can we do it together? And when we have to do it together, as I said, people is the most important strength for any company. And for Arya, it was. The only thing I have to utilize that strength in the right way. I was able to utilize, people have supported me. And because people have supported me, we have, I think, whatever was our objectives in my mind when I joined here, 3 years objective was met in 1 year only. So, as I said, now today, when I first visited to the doctors, like I said, doctor said, no. Today, every doctor believes that yes, Arya provides quality medicine. That is the biggest challenge. And I thought that it will take 2-3 years, but it happened in 1 year only. We have grown in, if you have seen the latest IQVIA figures, in IQVIA in MAT, we have grown by more than 10%. Where no other Nepali company in top 20 have grown. So all these things, what I thought we will be achieving in 3 years, we have achieved in 1 year.
what is the corporate culture of Nepal? How do you experience in this past?
I
1
think,
years?
as I said, I have met a lot of corporate people during conferences, and everybody is friendly. Everybody I have never felt that these people are my competitors. I always felt that these people are my own colleagues, my own family members. And everybody has taken me also in the same way. And that is why I believe that culture is very good, whether it is from top number 1 company or number 10 company. But whenever we have met in various conferences, we have met in a very good environment. And that is why I said that I feel that Nepali people are very cooperative when it comes to businesses or anything else. And always I have felt with people that we are in the same family. So I've never felt that this is a separate company or this is a separate company. We are all together working for Nepal pharmaceutical industry.
At last, do you have any answer or anything?
As I said,
would you like to
as I said,
express?
I am enjoying in Nepal. I think people are good. As I said, I have always felt with all the peers that we are in a single family. Right from day one, I have felt like that. I am thankful for my team also, who has supported me after coming to Nepal. For whatever I expected from them, they have done it. And I really thank all of them that yes, whatever was the vision of the company, they were behind with that vision. And so I thank the entire, not only Arya's people, but entire industry people who have supported us. Today, many people, when we meet, although they are from different companies, but when they say, yes, Arya is doing good, that shows that, yes, we are from one family. And for the industry, we will continue to be one family.
Very nice experience. Thank you so much for coming here, sir.
Thank you. Thank you.
Have a nice day.
Thank you.
And best wishes to Arya Pharmaceutical and personally to you.
Thank you. Thank you.